Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond the Build podcast. I'm Layana. Today we are at the second day of Forbes Middle East Building the Future Summit presented by One Development. And I'm glad to be joined by Mr. Alex Zagrebelny, the founder and CEO of Our Revolution Group. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
We're so happy to have you with us. Today you have a panel that is very interesting. You're going to be talking about designing with purpose. Can you tell us what does this actually mean?
Design with a purpose. First, it's many layers. This question have many layers of answer. So the first is we always in our evolution we use architecture and design as a language to speak with outside world and with our clients. We speak always about three main things. What needs to be protected for the future generations. It's nature, culture, and traditions. Because in our running world, actually, we lost connection with nature. We losing connection with our knowledge of our ancestors and with our traditions. And for me, it's very important. And for each our building, in each location, we decode with the language of architecture and design, nature, culture, and traditions. And this is the very strong language for the storytelling at the same time. We can decode, even in one of our projects, we decode people with the language of architecture and design. Winston Churchill, Audrey Hepburn, Marlene Dietrich. We create the portrait from the details, from the personal life and personal achievements. And it's like main task from my side to the architects was, listen, if Churchill were a building, what would he look like? Let's create the portrait, but with the language of architecture and design. But second layer is, what is our target? Our target is increase efficiency of the people, increase their well-being and their longevity with our shelters, with our homes, with our offices, with our hotels, with our schools. And you need to think we create in our evolution the holistic approach. We use the knowledge of our ancestors, Vastu Shastra, Ayurveda, yoga, principles. We implemented inside the many elements of the architecture, many elements of the structural engineering, even MIP systems. Then we think about what else can affect people health, mold, fungi, protection from artificial electromagnetic fields, quality of water. And water, for me, it's not only to clean and disinfect, it's about structurize the water, to create right pH level, right charge of the water, so that when you drink this water again, increase your efficiency. When I implement our systems in our offices, I receive 1.5 hour extra efficiency of my employees. Just simple. Water, quality of the air. So, and again, there is, if we are talking about not only outside language, design and architecture always must be beautiful, but the main is what happened inside the building. And of course, the top level of sustainability as our responsibility in front of our planet, and at the same time, sustainable buildings, usually the quality of it is much higher than the simple one. Because you cannot achieve for example, we in all of our buildings, we have LEED and Platinum certification. This is international certification, and they nominate even the quality of the facade systems. It means this building will need less investment next 20 years. So it means that you pay much less in your bills. It's not only about our responsibility in front of the planet, but it can increase really efficiency of the business or efficiency of the life in this type of buildings. And this all is our responsibility as the developers. We are magicians and sages at the same time.
That's a very interesting way of putting it together. And today we're here to speak about the real estate, architecture, and other industries that are actually booming and are very competitive. So how are you making sure that you're always ahead of the game?
For people in research and development, unstoppable. We always think how our world will look after 20 years, after 10 years. And when you understand, you create, we call it our fifth dimension, the dimension beyond time and space. This is the dimension where moving our civilization. And then when you understand it, when you are trying to create this dimension, and then you prepare the building that even after 10 years, after 12 years, after 20 years, the buildings will be timeless, and will be ready for next upgrades. For example, 3 years ago, AI does not exist. Now we use it in the management of our buildings and the creation of the personal experience of our clients inside the building. Yeah, but for this you need to be ready. And we, at the same time, all our buildings have wire score certification in platinum level. It means that our buildings is ready for next upgrade of the our modern technocratic civilization and all the MIT and different type of systems which serve to the people inside the building.
And you mentioned a very important point, which is we always have to think forward. So can you tell us how would the future of cities look like in 10 years, and what would be the main trends shaping the future of these cities?
So first, now I think a lot of developers and even the countries, they understand that we need to protect the nature. We need to protect our planet. Sustainability is one like key word, but the real one, not the gimmicky. Yeah, so when you speak about it, so it's 360-degree approach when you need to think about each element from the quality of the facade. Yeah, because the facade is critical for consumption of energy, for air condition, for heating, water, same. Yeah, so that then is, I think, well-being and longevity of the people. So that in our evolution, so our buildings is, can you imagine the mother, but mother focusing 24/7 and have deep knowledge in different industries and serve her kids in 24/7, 365 days in a year. This is like, I like this comparison, and I think that for the future, even the design of the buildings will be based on sustainability, well-being, and longevity of the people.
That's a very interesting way of putting it together. Thank you so much for being with us today. It was an honor to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.